Hey guys, it's Thursday, so that means we're gonna do a little gear review for you. Today, we're gonna talk about the baby box that we use. You might have seen the article that we just put up not too long ago about our baby boxes. Before I go into what you're looking at here, I'll tell you what it is. So in the springtime, we obviously run into a lot of baby animals out there, and a lot of times their mother is around, and we got to get the babies out of wherever they're located, whether it's under a deck or in a chimney, something like that. And then we'll put them in this baby box and then move them to a different location where their mom can find them, get access to them, and relocate them. Now, when they're waiting for their mom to come back and get them, they need to be safe, both from predators, the weather, and even other people that might come by. So this is currently what we're choosing to use. I'm going to do a little bit of a review on it, show you the features, and explain it to you a little bit. So this is what I'm calling a baby box. It's actually not a baby box. That's not what it's designed for. This is from Tomahawk Live Trap, which is a company out of Hazelhurst, Wisconsin. We get a lot of our stuff there. A lot of our live traps come from Tomahawk Live Trap. This is actually a feral cat carrier. Let's see, I'll pull it up here in the catalog. Yeah, so you can pick one of these up for about $80. And like I said, it's supposed to be used for feral cats. And the idea behind it is you kind of trap them in here. There's this door, and they go in there, and you can close the door and carry them around. There's also a little plexiglass window here, and supposedly feral cats are a little more comfortable in something like this than a cage or a typical crate that you would put any sort of pet in. So the design behind this was for feral cats, but I was looking for something to use as a baby box to keep those baby critters protected. And this is kind of an idea that I thought might work out, so we tried it this year, and it's worked out all right for us. Take out some of this stuff here. So some people other companies will use cardboard boxes, Tupperware bins, that sort of stuff for baby boxes. And a lot of times the babies can either get out, or other things can get at the babies, whether it's predators or rain. They're just usually not a good option. Those makeshift ones a lot of times will break or fall apart, and then you run into an issue with baby animals all over the place, which is not something you want. So this box here, how we use it is we'll find the babies. When we're gonna remove them, we'll put them in this box. You can see it's just basically a hard plastic box. It's got vent holes all around it, but nothing on the top. So if it did rain, they'd be at least somewhat protected from the rain and the wind. You could get this plexiglass. You could get a solid color too, but I kind of like the idea of it being almost like a window. So when the mama raccoon or squirrel or whatever comes and finds this box, they'll be able to see that their babies are in there, and then they'll get them out. So typically we grab the babies. I like to grab an old wool sweater like this one here. Wool is just a great fabric, holds warmth really well, and it kind of imitates, it's a fur. So it'll imitate a mother or whatever, and just make the babies a little more comfortable. So we'll throw that in there. Now there's a few things you can do with the little hinge door here. You can either leave it cracked open a little bit. A lot of times that'll make it easier for like a squirrel. It's pretty light, so it'll make it easier for a smaller animal like a squirrel to kind of push it out of the way and grab their babies out of there. But you do want it closed because you don't want the babies to be able to get out and start walking around. A lot of times they're too small to do that, but we've run into some larger baby squirrels and raccoons that would be able to just walk right out if they wanted to. A raccoon can grab right onto this and move it out of the way, so you can just leave it completely closed with the raccoon. And then you just put this plexiglass in the front, and you can lock it like this. And then typically we'll go and we'll set this whole box wherever the mom's gonna find it. So if they were in the chimney, we'll put it on the roof next to the chimney. If they were under the deck, we'll put it right by the entrance where they were getting under the deck. Just an easy spot for the mom to find it. And this year it worked out pretty well for us. We'll transport them in this too. So if they do need to go to a rehab facility, this is also a great way to transfer babies. It's nice and dark in there with the sweater. It's nice and cozy. It's ventilated. All of the little critters that were in here this year were pretty comfortable, and it worked out well for us. So as far as the product goes, we were pretty happy with it. It's better than a lot of options out there. As far as I know, no one's making an actual baby box for retail. A lot of it's just wood and stuff people make themselves. And I didn't want to go that route. I didn't want to screw together wood and all that. Not that we couldn't, but I just wanted something a little more professional. And this kind of does the trick. I would like the door to maybe be a little bit different. I'm not really sure how, but I'd kind of like if it closed after it was opened. Not that we didn't run into any issues with that, but it's just a concern that I have that when the raccoon comes and opens the door, grabs her baby out, the door's still open then. Like I said, we didn't run into any issues with any babies getting out. It always went smoothly, but that's just a feature I think I'd like to have. And then also, I'd like to see maybe some installation brackets on the bottom here. So just like a piece that hangs off, metal or plastic, that you could screw into the roof. So you don't have to try to wedge it in somewhere where it'll stay. You can just screw it right down. And that's something we could even probably do ourselves. But that'd just be a good feature. Like I said, this isn't a baby box per se, but it works well for one. So if you're in the business and looking for something better than what you're currently using, or if you deal with feral cats or just a lot of baby critters, this is a great option. And I'm excited to see if Tomahawk Live Trap's design on this will change a little bit, and maybe they'll actually come out with a baby box here in the next few years or so. But for now, this is what we're using. It comes in white, this brown color, and a gray, and you can pick one up for about $80. Just go to tomahawklivetrap.com, and if you want to see some videos of our baby box in action, just go to our YouTube channel. You'll see it featured in some of our videos with our little baby critters. They're usually ending up in this thing. So with that, that's our gear review on the Tomahawk Live Trap Feral Cat and Baby Box.